Tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure. Well, I'm from rural Mississippi. I graduated from a tiny little high school in a tiny little town that nobody's heard of, and enlisted in the military as a way of getting out, as it were, sort of bootstrapping out of rural Mississippi. The Air Force then sent me to college on scholarship. I was commissioned, ended up going to work for the Air Force Senior Scientist for Machine Intelligence, doing basic research in machine learning. This is where Lehman and I first met, working on that same team of 5, doing research for the military. Then was sent to graduate school. I went to UMass and also focused on machine learning, and finished at UMass and went to teach at the Air Force Academy. I was the course director for cybersecurity at the Academy for a short period of time. Then pulled into a management position. I managed a massive software program for the Missile Defense Agency. For those of you that are old enough to remember the movie Wargames from the 1980s, my project built the real thing. We built the simulator that was used by the U.S. government to figure out how to defend ourselves and our allies from ballistic missiles, and quite relevant for today's conversation, what's going on in the world today. Decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur and quit the military, started a tech company in the space of identity and access management with Lehman. We were co-founders on that company. Ended up selling that to a Fortune 500 and took over as the head of product security for the Fortune 500. Stayed in that role for a short period of time. Got the itch again, decided to start a second company, again in the space of identity and access management. Ran that for 6 years, sold that to private equity. Ended up going to work then for a company called Ping Identity as the head of labs and architecture for the company. And it was in that role that Lehman and I decided that we were going to start our third company, of course, commercializing the hash graph. That was 2 years ago. We started the company in the summer of 2015, and Ping actually became an investor in Swirls. That was first money into the company in Q4 of 2015.